this report is about L&D, and I'm going to have Mr. Muthuswamy A, who's the Chief Product Officer from Tekstac. Sir, can we have you on the stage? So he's going to be launching and talking a little bit about the report. Can we have a round of applause, guys? There's still a long way for lunch. So if you're thinking, okay, joining Muthu would be my colleague Udedu. Her name is literally a tongue twister. I'm going to take a try. Didyapya Ajit John. Was that correct, right? No, that was, oh God. I'm going to stick to Udedu. Dedu is a Senior Director, South End Advisory, SHRM India and APAC. I'm just handing it over to you. We do the unveiling first? You're perfect. So can we have the report first? Yeah, that's easier. If we have a scan code for the report, if you could just bring that up. Kedu, you can be a little bit more aggressive and tear it off and give it. Yeah, great. Fantastic. A big round of applause.
Thank you.
And I'd request them to talk a little bit about the report and what does it contain.
Is it working?
Yeah, it's working. So thank you so much. And this is a quick report launch yet again, a beautiful segue from what we've just heard. It's all about leadership development. And today, now we are talking about the key team that enables leadership development apart from the leaders themselves, of course. So this is about entirely about the L&D. The role of L&D in a GenAI era. We are going to take some time, myself and Muthu out here, to talk about some of the key findings. And we at SHRM as an organization, I think we believe continuously in delivering solutions which are backed by research and evidences. And hence, we love to hear the voice of the customers and the clients on what's working and what's not working, and hence these reports that come into being. And today we have partnered with Tekstac, and we have Muthu, who is our senior leader from Tekstac, a collaborative report that we have come across. Before we jump into the key findings, I think I want to ask Muthu the first question in terms of why this entire topic on two key words that we are talking today, one on skilling and one on GenAI. So over to you, Muthu, on that before I take on.
So thanks, Dedu. And see, for your question, so the main thing is like, so the seed for this idea itself started based on some of the things happened internally in our organization. So all of you would be knowing, like, so post ChatGPT in late 2022, a lot of things changed in the industry. So not only in IT, even across all the industries, okay. And internally, like in our platform, Tekstac, so we had like so a lot of positive impact based on GenAI. So whatever like the roadmaps, what we had, probably like we had it for 3 to 5 years, I would be able to squeeze them, and we had done that also in 6 to 8 months, okay. So to achieve that, like so we had like so a lot of interesting stories. So we had to skill our people, and then like so things were evolving, so we had to just keep on changing our skill stack. So a lot of interesting things happened. And when we talked to our clients, they also had similar stories, okay. So then we thought, okay, so this seems to be something like very big, and it has impact on across the industry. So we want to just go and do a larger research and find out like so what kind of impact it had on the industry, and then like so what kind of various solutions people expect. So all those things we want to do. That's been like we kind of like work with them together, and then like so came up with this report. Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Muthu. Can we have the slide on the key findings, please? At the console? Yeah. Yeah, sure. Thank you. So these are some of the key findings as a part of the report. The first one, of course, it's quite obvious. You have the skill gap that's growing faster than the companies can close it. There are close to about 30% of them who have said that there is a widening skill gap, which is a top challenge and a top priority for them that they need to focus on. Having said this, while there are organizations who have taken a renewed focus on relooking at their entire competencies today, the buzzword is all about skilling. the skill inventories that they need to put in place. Having said that, I think there's still a huge opportunity for us because over 85% of them have said that they're still in the process of trying to create that inventory, create that frameworks to be able to have a structured way of how they would want to approach this entire skilling mechanism. The third key finding is all about the opportunities. All said and done, I think all of us, we agree that GenAI has really revolutionized the way we work on a daily basis, including the L&D professionals. All of us are a part of it, wherein we have moved from the role of just being content creators and structuring and strategizing to that of strategic refinement. So the AI does majority of the work, or rather I would say 50% of the work, but still there is a 50% of work that we do from a strategic refinement point of view. So that's something that we are doing. And of course, the way the GenAI has helped us come up with analytics and insights to have those personalized journeys which are adaptive to each of the employee cohorts that we have within the organization. And the way it has seamlessly integrated into the entire flow of work is something that's a huge opportunity for all of us. How do we harness that is something that, I think we are still evolving. We are still trying to figure that out. Last but not the least, again, this is a huge opportunity for us. While we as an organization, we are working with clients all across public and private sectors, wherein we are creating those capability development programs, as well as doing consulting work to enable AI-led programs, certifying people in the space of GenAI. Having said that, I think there are a lot of organizations who have said that their programs are not just effective, not yet that effective as they would want it to be in the space of GenAI. A lot of other findings as a part of this report, but we've just tried to put on the top key findings. And very clearly, the conversations that we had with senior leaders and the CHROs and the L&D heads as a part of this particular intervention, they've mentioned about 3 key priorities for future focus. The first one, definitely, how is it that we can add value? So the value creation becomes a top priority for each and every L&D professional. So that's number 1. The number 2, as I said, is all about workforce intelligence. I already spoke about it, wherein we talked about how we can encash the insights that the GenAI provides us, whether it's the learning styles, whether it's the kind of skills that are deficit within the system. How is it that we can bridge them using those insights? So workforce intelligence becomes a next priority for the focus, for the future. And the third, and not the least, I think this is something that we've been speaking quite a bit for the last couple of years. How do you balance the digital and the human skills? It's always both put together that works in any organization, not just for L&D, but absolutely any other function that we may take in. This is what the report talks about, and a lot more hard-hitting facts that we would want each one of you to take a look at. It is there at the Tekstac booth, at the exposition, as well as at the SHRM. There is a QR code wherein you can download the full report, as well as there are hard copies, a few hard copies, not so many, but then you can grab those at the exposition. Before we conclude for today, I think, again, I'll look back at Muthu. Anything that's hard-hitting for you in terms of the findings that you see on the screen, anything that's really stand out? As well as what are the implications for the organizations, for the audience, please?
Yeah, so some of these key points kind of like validates like what we are kind of like started working on it, or already we are doing it. And interesting to see this report, so comes out with some of the key pain points or challenges the industry is facing. So be it like, so widening of the skill gap, because things are evolving so fast, so rapidly. So widening of skill gap is something like which is going to be there at least for next few years, definitely. And to meet that, then people feel like, so the skill gaps and they have to upskilling, and those programs are not meeting that. So that's going to be a challenge again. And when things are changing rapidly, then accordingly, like, so people should really like come up with their role to skill mapping. Everything should be in place, because earlier, like, so I have some job role which is there for 10 years, 15 years. Now that's not the case. So same job role, it just evolves, and new tools are to be taught so that like they can be like up to date. Okay, so all these things kind of like cover the challenges GenAI and rapidly changing technology brings in. And this part, if you see, it kind of gives like what can be the solution. The same technology can actually like help in solving this problem. Okay. So if a year back or 2 years back, if somebody comes and tell me, like, can I have a very personalized digital coach for a learner? I would have said no, but that's not the case now. So technology helps me in doing all those things. Okay, so that way, the report kind of gives me these are the problems because of the technology, and kind of indicates the technology itself can give me a lot of solutions. And we are working on, as a platform, we are working on really to kind of like cater to these needs, and we are happy like we will be able to do that much more in coming years too. Yeah.
Thank you so
Okay.
much, Muthu, and thank
Thank
you
you.
so much for each one of you who have joined us today for the SHRM Talent Visionary Summit, and we hope to see all of you for the second half, because we have a lot more that's coming up as well in terms of the talks, in terms of the topics that we are going to cover. But here right now is the report that Tekstac and SHRM has put together. It's in the space of L&D and GenAI, and we look forward to hearing your viewpoints as well on this particular topic. Once you download the report, please do read through it. Anything that you would like to have more clarifications on or share any viewpoints, we'll be more than happy to take that on as well. So thank you once again, each one of you. Over to you, Ashish.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Can we have a big round of applause for them?